What is up, everybody? It's the Android Master, getting connected, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. It is currently 9 in the morning, almost 10, actually, and I just got off work like 2.5 hours ago. So, yeah, let's get back into this. All right? Yes. So let's recap. Sayori just confessed to us that she has depression, and we just tried to get her out of it. Last episode is extremely heavy for me. So, let's hope for some lighthearted happiness in this moment of glee with Yuri. Yes. I have a few things I planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. I mean, aromatherapy candles? Because I couldn't read that. I'm sure you couldn't read it either. Which is why you paused. Anyways, yes, of course. I want to help take our guest to a faraway place. Are there many we'll stop by just out of curiosity? And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will have them, that will leave them with them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're pretty intense. You're a pretty intense person. Oh, intense? I guess that's just the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. Okay, first of all, I know the last episode wanted us to choose. This game wants us to choose between Yuri and Natsuki, or Monica, or Sayori. I personally like Sayori. I should be around the microphone because you guys can barely hear me. But I personally like Sayori. Monica's a close second. Yuri's the third. Natsuki is like, meh. I'm okay with Natsuki. She's cute, but she's not, like, type, I guess? I don't know. She's a tsundere. Anyways, I ship Yuri and Natsuki so hard. It's not even crazy. Anyways, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh, yeah. Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped objects. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I thought that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. It's pretty neat. What's the wooden thing though? Oh, this. It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you use, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. Yuri, I don't know about romance. I mean, Sayori's kind of my girl. I mean, your name is kind of in Sayori's name. I mean, say Yuri, but, like, no. Anyways. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor began to spout through the small hole on the top. Wow, that smells like shit. Wonderful. What kind of mood is this one for? It's for taking a bathroom break. This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells like a sweet and flowery though. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I mean, my description was a turd, but sure. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Do you think that will be perfect for showing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. First of all, the only person that smiles gently is Monica, but Yuri, since your face is really adorable here, I'll let it slide, okay? She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon and hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then we'll fasten paper onto the ribbon and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Yeah, and kind of deadly. It would also catch the eye of those passing by in the room. It would also catch fire. It may attract some to peek inside. It also may attract the fire department. That's really creative and dangerous. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed than when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's just the excitement she feels for sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Andrew. Oh, sorry. Here's a marker, Andrew. Jesus Christ, Yuri, that was an amazing impression of me. You can write any character you want. I mean, yeah, I can write the Hound. I mean, I've been writing the Hound since I was a sophomore in high school. Oh, you mean Japanese characters, right? I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, right. All right. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper. This one's Spider-Man, and this one's Batman, and this one's Superman, and this one's Iron Man. Doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. First of all, why does the main protagonist of all these stories have to be such a slob and a terrible dude? Like, come on, you can be at least perfect, even though perfection doesn't exist. But they're just really bashing on the person that's reading these. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. Silver handle and it has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. I can't speak English. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Uh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's, well, it's interesting. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's really cool looking. It's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid, as most pocket knives do. Where do you even get knives like this? In America. Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger, like a dumbass. Ow! Andrew! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be so sharp. It barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I shouldn't have I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It could cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down from the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives my wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. What? I don't even know how to react to this. It's not that you're not an attractive girl. It's just I got a girlfriend, you know. I feel a tongue curl around my. Oh god. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head and faces burning up. Yuri, that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she's just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head, so I put her entire head in my mouth. What is her gonna recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Andrew! Did you really just do that? That was disgusting! Now we're even. Prolonged eye contact. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for a sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. I mean, I watched Yuri use prolonged eye contact on her hand. You're so weird, Andrew. I mean, you were just doing prolonged eye contact for 15 minutes to your hand. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calls me weird. Yuri called me weird? I never respond to that. What do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, I already stopped bleeding. Look, I already stopped bleeding. See? No blood. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it was nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all on one side, side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Oh, thanks. I just I just saw something online, really. Oh, you're on Pinterest too? That's nice. Are you ready to move into the next task? Yeah, let's do this. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. Bruce banner? Look, I already created a banner. It's on the origami paper. It's Bruce banner, but he's the Hulk. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Sorry, couldn't speak there for a second. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to do each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate and catch any paint that drops. Then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling a sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Her face is a little red. She's a cutter. It's so hot in here. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, sir. Let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I think we could do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors of the sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, then nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write the inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in each other's way, like platonic friends. Only platonic friends. Yuri, we're only platonic friends. We're just friends. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide, then we paint. It kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. Oh man, that's nostalgia right there. It's relaxing. Ah, I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. I think I just skipped that. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one another. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games. We're simply sharing experiences with someone. Can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. I put her entire head in my mouth. Again. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. I'm a little disgusted at how your breath smells, sir. Sorry. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry. I should have asked you to get it for me. No, it's not your fault. Ah, your face. It's really big inside of my mouth. No pun intended, that did not come out correctly. Do not make a saucy joke out of that. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Is there something on my face? That was a good American accent, Yuri. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you, though. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel. Then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room, kneel back down, and on her face. I know what this game is trying to do. Doki Doki Literature Club. I have a girlfriend. Okay, I have a girlfriend here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck on the towel. First of all, she does not have paint anywhere on her face. If she did, and I wiped it off, that towel would have paint on it. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Oh. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Yuri, what are you doing? Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. It's the fabric softener I use. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. I get a little uncomfortable because I have a girlfriend. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she was reading her book. Almost as if she's lost in a daze. Enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, halfway through the slightly parted lips. The lips that are definitely not kissable and beautiful. What is happening? Is it the aroma of jasmine oil giving me the dizzy feeling? Oh, it's the jasmine oil. It's the goddamn jasmine oil. Yuri gently fingers... Yuri's gentle finger... I need to slow down and read, and then go to sleep. Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, sends a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems so much more closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. What the hell just happened? Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus, because I'm a hot piece of dick with a fucking big head. I remain silent, forced to ignore the events that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. So, that should do it. So we're not going to talk about the fact that I had your head in my mouth multiple times, and the fact that we just had an intimate moment with a towel. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the letters now? Oh, not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Then when you bring it in the morning, I can do the letters in the classroom before the event starts. It's okay. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew! You say that like you're glad it's over. I was wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit. No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get through everything and get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah! So, do you have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it might be too irresponsible of me to wait too much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, it shouldn't be disappointing already. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. I see, it sounded like she rarely gets an opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Let's just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted, because we could do this again. Whatever you want, you can come over. Whenever you want, you can come over, and we can go out somewhere. Ah, I forgot. You don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm thinking about, what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Andrew. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. It's I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori! Eh? Yeah! Hi, Andrew! Sayori! Just now? We weren't... It's okay, Andrew. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Ah, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so... That's fun, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so... I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Okay, Yuri waves goodbye at her. Sorry, Sayori waves goodbye at her. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here to see it for myself. See what? What you're talking about? What are you talking about? Sorry, I did an impression of you. Sorry. You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. How close you got with her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. Ah! That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Andrew? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Andrew. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should have just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I would trade for anything else. That I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't let any more pain. Don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Andrew. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak, and I started to like you too much. I did this myself. Andrew. Oh, sorry, Andrew. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I'd always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. To give to you. I mean, it's the obvious choice. I love you. I love you, Sayori. These are my true feelings. See, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person in me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll be happy. We'll both be happy. Andrew. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Andrew, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms, pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Andrew. I want to be with you forever. Me too. She's our girlfriend now! Yes! I feel Sayori's grip weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Andrew. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? Huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about these things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Andrew. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if it gets really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. What's my promise? That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more certain than when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they are. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Okay, there's a reason I didn't save there, and you'll see why later. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. I probably should go get her, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decide that it's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. First of all, she said she wants everything to be the way they were, so that means don't treat her like she has depression. Treat her like you're a friend. Actually, that came out extremely wrong. I don't think you should do that. But still, like, at least go in and wake her up. Make sure she's safe. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up and take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it being over, for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Andrew, the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little blankets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the one. They must be the one she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. Oh, not blankets. Uh, what the fuck is the booklets? Fucking brochures? No, pamphlets. In the end, I found a random poem online, and I thought Monica would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I can do it now. I look at you and try to do the best I can, but sometimes it ain't that easy. Really, I'm having a Breitbart every time. I look at you and try to do the best I can, but sometimes it ain't that easy. Yeah, whatever. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she's overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that one day it's this important on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, and I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. You dumb dumb. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's usually the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should go. I should have gone to woke her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Andrew. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan to bring it up with anyone yet. Jeez. No, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlet? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets, laid it on laid it on the desk. Oh yeah, they really, oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people uh, take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed uh, on it on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during the practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's, it's one that I haven't read before. Percent. Get out of my head. 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 I don't want to know. Uh, I, I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem. I get a pin in my stomach. Andrew, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else she's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after. I quicken my pace. Here comes the part. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal. To at least wait for her. Or help her wake up. Even the simple gestures of walking her to school make her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday things would be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I didn't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That's really something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori! What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything would be okay. Then why would she do this? Why would I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it was for her for others to care about her, then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her, like it's always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do could bring her back. This isn't some game where I could just reset and try something different. I had only one choice, and I wasn't careful enough. And now, I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I could never take it back. Never. 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 And wow. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily... You okay there, Sayori? I'm gonna leave this episode here. Actually, I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to anything, any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because, you know, you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up because she's depressed and I'm a jerk. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. I'm going to leave that here. Pretty heavy episode, am I right? So yeah, I obviously knew this was coming. Sayori was going to kill herself, which crushes my soul because I wish Dan Salvato would have put it away you could save her. But it was inevitable, that's why I didn't save. And I've seen this entire playthrough, but I just want to know, you know, my way of getting through this. Yeah, anyway. That was a crazy weird moment with Yuri. And I almost feel bad continuing the game because Sayori was such a nice girl. And she was my girl in this game. I liked Sayori. Sayori is my favorite character. But, you know, in the next episode, I might go for Monica or Yuri. Because Natsuki, I don't know how to feel about Natsuki. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, lightly tap that like button in the face and push that subscribe button. I'll see all you humans, animals, plants, aliens, monsters, and machines, and anything else in between in the next video. Au revoir. Just Monica.